Hey, what's up, guys and gals? My name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so happy to do this live stream. I have something very cool to do with you, a fun activity. I thought we should do our normal, live stream. We haven't done one in a while, but let's do some fun things. Let's do a little bit of conversation. Let's do a little bit of fun stuff, and I hope that all of you do enjoy it. I'm going to definitely enjoy it, and yeah. Let me just move my stuff over here. And there you go. Hopefully everyone's doing okay. Everyone's doing amazingly. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing pretty well. Let me know how everyone is doing. Hey, Jared, nice to see you. A fun thing is when you guys and gals let me know where you're from. That is, city, state. It's always a fun thing to see, how broad-ranging the live stream goes. So feel free to put that in. That's the way we usually start out. Say hi from sometimes across the West, East Coast, whatever it may be. Sometimes even throughout the world. So like I said, in case you just joined us, we're going to be doing a really fun, cool activity together. Basically trivia. We're going to do some trivia. I think it was really fun. It's not my idea. I've seen some people comment about it. And I saw another YouTuber, which I watch, Theme Park Obsession. Shout out to Dylan. Great channel. I enjoy what he does. And he did this. He just did some trivia, but we're going to do, of course, trivia on the shows that I cover, a few of them, and then maybe later you can petition for other shows. So let's see who's in the chat. If you've never said anything, make sure to say something in the chat. It is definitely a fun thing to do. All right, coming in from Canada, LC, nice to see you. I'm doing okay. Hopefully all of you are doing okay as well. People are looking good. Iowa, Des Moines, Iowa, from Peru. Saturni, is that correct? Wow, that is awesome. Definitely the farthest in the live stream so far from South America. That is funny. Hello, Arthur. I'm glad you liked the last video of Batman with False Face the Villain. If you guys haven't checked that out. Thanks, by the way, for the support through all the last videos. Wow, especially that Hogan's Heroes Mercedes-Benz truck video. That was awesome. That was awesome. Hello from Georgia. I'm saying hello here from Southern California, of course. Mike from Nebraska. North Hollywood, Anthony. That's pretty nice. Nice city. What's up, Doc? Dark Wolf, nice seeing you in the chat as well. Florida. Wow, Louisiana. Nice. Another one from Georgia. Michigan. I just saw Connecticut, Missouri, Hesperia, New York. Look at that. I love it. We're covering everything. We're covering the South, the North, the East, the West. Nebraska, right in the middle. CC, it's just CC. Hey, love the stuff you do. Well, thank you. I appreciate and love the support. I'm going to just start out. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to start out an episode over here just for me to watch, just for my little entertainment. Hopefully everyone is doing well. As I said, do you like the last video on False Face? Yes. I'm glad that you guys and gals enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it, making the video. I was really surprised when I found out the villain because, again, he never appears like himself. That is normally without his makeup. If you're into Batman, you'll know what I'm talking about. He had a weird face, like a weird plastic mask on his face. I go through it in the entire video that I make in that, so make sure to check it out. It's pretty fun. Yes, everyone, I'm doing great. Don't worry about me. I'm doing fantastic. Look at that smile there. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Oh, look at that, Lucy and Ethel together. Love it in the kitchen. I love when they were in the kitchen. It's a fun little, I think it's a fun little area for them to do their skits and stuff. I love it. Wow, from the Ice Age and from outer space. I love it, guys and gals. What videos have you been enjoying so far that I've made? Which ones did you enjoy the most? I'd love to know. People have been chiming in about the False Face one. That is, of course, Batman. I've covered many of the other villains. Joker. I've covered Penguin. Who else? I've covered Catwoman a little bit, but I'm going to get more into Catwoman soon. Definitely want to get into her. She's a very popular villain, of course, played by 3 different actresses. What else? So Batman. There's also very obscure the Puzzler. There's one where it's like the Puzzler. I definitely covered the Riddler. And yeah, there's so many more obscure ones. A lot of people I know, he's kind of not very famous, but there's like a cult following of like King Tut and certain ones, so that'll be pretty cool to cover. Anthony LA, he says, you really like the old school videos that I make. Falseface was forgotten about until you aired it. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I have honestly not without like the entire collection, I would not have known about Falseface because I don't think that airs in syndication. I could be wrong. I know some people watched it when it first came out and they say they remember watching it when they were little, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, it seems like they just kind of choose like the ones that people the ones that they think you want to watch versus like just show it all and then we can decide if it's good or bad, right? The Munsters Instant Karma 70. Hello. From Lidoki or Lidoki, Florida. You're bright, fun, decent, and kind. Well, thank you, Lane. Thanks for the fun. God bless you. God bless you as well. Munsters, let's see. I love... Man, my vision's playing tricks on me. Okay, Sanford and Son. Oh, yeah, Sanford and Son. I really enjoyed Sanford and Son videos. The one that I posted with that blooper was an accidental catching. Usually when I watch these shows, I'm watching to enjoy, don't get me wrong, but I'm also purposefully looking to see if there are mistakes or things I can point out or even see, let me just watch this to see if I get any ideas for videos. And I had another video in mind. Like the subject matter was very, it was just there. And I happened to be watching and I spot something. I was like, wait, what? Like my eye just caught it without my brain acknowledging it, and I went back. And then I went, oh my goodness, this is nuts. And then I realized this is seen in every single episode. And so after that, I was like, I have to make this video. And I did. All Metal Mike with a $5 donation, the first donation of the live stream. Thank you so much, Mike. You are amazing. Hello from New Jersey. Hopefully you're up in New Jersey, being safe as well. And you say you like the Hogan's Heroes Camp Arrow photos. Well, thank you. I'm appreciative that you like my just video rendition of it and putting everything together. That's what I do. I make, it's like a collage, like my videos are like a collage of all the info I get and put it in together, right? Especially seeing how it is today. I grew up watching these shows in the 70s. Thank you very much. Well, thank you, Mike. You are very generous and very supportive in the channel, and it means so much. It really does. It's people like you that keep the channel going, keep the channel alive, so it means a lot. Thank you so much. Super chat is what he did. That's the best way to reach out to me. It's a great way to support the channel, reach out, and pretty much guarantees that I read your wonderful comment. Of course, I try to catch as many people as I can. Sometimes it's hard because the thing goes tick, 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 but don't feel free to ask again. All right. Let me see. The Dukes of Hazzards. I have watched a few episodes, but I'm talking about way back then. Bulldog Tommy. The Munsters and Gilligan's Island videos are my favorite that you do. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Definitely have a Gilligan's Island one. I usually don't say what I'm going to do before I do it. I really don't. I don't tell anyone. It's like my thing. Yeah, I really don't. And so Gilligan's Island coming up, I of course won't give you the exact topic, but I think people are going to like it. Gilligan's Island fans are really going to enjoy it. People are liking the on-location videos and the aerial shots and stuff, so I appreciate that. I'll appreciate that. More to come for sure. Brett Evans, more tours like the one you did with the Brown Derby. Again, coming up, trying to squeeze things in. Things are opening up around the country, so just letting you know things will be good. And stuff's happening. Stuff is definitely happening, so don't worry. I did... Are you a fan of the episode where Lucy met Superman? Absolutely. I love that episode. George Reeves... I grew to like him just in that episode, just watching that episode. So if you guys and gals are fans of that, oh man, for sure. Anthony LA, thank you for the $4.99. I'm laughing because it sent like a little What is it, a pear? I can't tell. He's like working out. It says keep it up. Thank you so much, Anthony. A good Angelino, and I appreciate your support for the channel and your funny little workout guy. It's awesome. Ooh, okay, Kevin Sharp Jr. This is a great question. What classic TV show do you think could survive if it was on TV today? Well, let's just forget that I Love Lucy was a show back then that aired. I'm not talking about remaking it. I'm not a remake fan. But I can tell you that if that show ran today, it would work because people still watch it and still laugh. It makes sense to kids. It makes sense to adults. And it's funny and it's clean. And once you get into a lot of shows from the 60s, like even Hogan's Heroes, in my opinion, would not work today. Munsters maybe would. I think a Munsters style show would work. Addams Family definitely works. You do have to tweak it a little bit, but not much. And Gilligan's Island definitely works, I think. But I Love Lucy's definitely one here. No, you bet your life I've seen episodes, but never bloopers. I didn't even know they had bloopers for it. Bertha, finally I see a live video of yours. I'm glad you're able to catch it, Bertha. Don't forget, if you are subscribed, which I know a lot of you are, if you aren't, it's a good time to do so. Great way to support the channel, and it's free. I was shocked when some people asked me if you have to pay to subscribe. I'm like, no, it's absolutely free. Subscribe. Why wouldn't you? It's a gracious thing. It's very appreciative. You only do it once, and it's a way to tell YouTube that, hey, you know, I want to see more of this channel, and so it keeps us alive. So I appreciate that. And yeah, definitely happy to do a live stream for all of you. Very happy seeing all of you here. Doing well. Ed from Ohio. Let's see. Batman dialogue. Favorite quote. This is ubiquitous, inquisitus, enigma. Wes must have had a hard time with that line. Yes, he had issues remembering lines, and he had a secret. He actually used a teleprompter, if you didn't know, for most of that show. Yep. I know that may burst some people's bubble, but it's true, and there's a lot that goes along with that. I made a video on that, his teleprompter secret, so make sure to watch that episode. Michael Terry, thank you. Wow, a $10 donation. You're awesome. Thank you so much, Michael. You say, let's help Rick. I challenge all persons named Mike to match. That is awesome. You're more than generous, Michael. I appreciate that. That's really fun. That's a really unique comment. That would be great, but a thumbs up and a like and a subscription is definitely much appreciated, and they're free, so I'm all about free stuff as well. But if people want to go above and beyond, I salute you. Thank you. And remember, in around 15 minutes we're gonna have some fun activity with you and me, some trivia. I have it all written down and ready to go. I have double and triple checked the answers, and yeah, we'll see how big of a fans you all are. I'm gonna talk, there's a couple shows that I'm going to talk about. And yeah, you let me know how well you do. They're kind of tricky. We'll see. Maybe you might get them all. Maybe you might get some of them, but hopefully you get as many as possible. So it'll be fun. It's a fun trivia. I've never done that before. So it will be fun. Miss Backstager, thank you for coming on the live stream. Thank you for all of you for coming on the live stream, of course. Wow, Miss Kitty AG Crafter. So you have Burt Ward's autograph. He came to Homestead Hardware Store. That's awesome. I would love if they come to like a hardware store or something where it's like more intimate, not like a big like con or anything like that, meaning like a Comic-Con or something like that. Backstage stories for the Long trailer. I saw it once. I'm not a huge fan of the I Love Lucy movies, and I heard like that's the best one, and I think it was all right. I really love I Love Lucy. I think there's some gold to be found in the Lucy show and some of the others. I don't think it matches up to I Love Lucy. That's just me, but I know a lot of people love the other Lucy content, and so yeah. Junior, we are live. Yes, we are live right now. If you ever see this and then you see it red and it says live and there's the counter going, yeah, definitely live. This will play later though, and then if you could advance it, meaning if you could advance it forward, it's not live. If you can advance it backwards, well, yes, but then you're missing the live. So make sure to always be current with that. Absolutely. Okay, who would be the best actor to play the Riddler if they had to remake the 1960s Batman? Ooh, that's a great question. I've never thought about that, and honestly, I'm not really up to par with a lot of the good actors right now. I don't know, like, that seems to be a very specific part, and I don't know if I could think of actors who would do a good job for that. So I don't know, and I'm not a huge fan of remakes anyway, so yeah. It's weird how the two leads in Car 54 are starred on the Munsters. Well, I can see how it's weird, but it's actually not. It's purposeful, and what I mean by that is they happen to have cast... You know, when they cast someone, they just cast someone, right? They're good for the part. That's the hope. Of course, there's politics and stuff, but the idea is when they cast someone for a show or a movie, they think they're the best fit. They embody the character. And so, you know, they picked Al Lewis, they picked Fred Gwynn, and they worked together, and their chemistry was really good. So directors, actors, other casting directors will see that and be like, oh, wow, I want them in something. Or I'm going to write these parts, and they seem perfect. So it was from Car 54 that we get that inspiration. So great job there. Are you a fan of sci-fi shows like Buck Rogers? I like the sci-fi genre so much. Absolutely. Huge Star Trek fan. I have the whole series of, what is it, Deep Space Nine and the original series and, I'm blanking, I'm sorry, Next Generation, Deep Space, yeah, those are the three. Those are my three. I saw a quarter of Voyager and I was very highly disappointed, so yeah. Gilligan's Island is number one. Well, if you stay, there will be Gilligan's Island trivia, so make sure to watch it from different shows. I will show you. There's one, I have some from I Love Lucy, a little bit from Munsters, Addams Family, Gilligan's Island, even Hogan's Heroes. So there's a little mix. It'll be fun. Chad, you're heading to Anaheim in July. Well, hopefully things are rolling by then. You guys know what I mean with rolling. You have to be very careful with the things you say on here. So I don't know. Are you going for like a specific con, meaning like a like VidCon or something? I don't know if those are still going on. I Dream of Jeannie. Yes, I have made episodes on I Dream of Jeannie, and I have not done one in a little bit. Maybe have to revisit the show. I have been watching a lot of other shows, just catching up, just doing other stuff, bloopers. Like my blooper videos are always in the make. There's probably, I won't say what show, but there's probably another one coming down the pike fairly soon. So yeah. Gumchew Animates. Thank you for coming in the live stream. Happy Days, I did used to watch a lot of Happy Days as a kid. Absolutely, yep. I was, I love the Fonz. I don't know, that was just a thing for me, but I never got deep into the show. I just watched it very superficially. John H., you're happy that you found me live online. Today is Carol Burnett's birthday, 87th birthday. Awesome, happy birthday to her. She is a great friend of Lucille Ball. Wow, there's almost 100 people on here at the same time. That's definitely really awesome, very cool. Very great support, and I do appreciate that. Yeah, great time to catch up on your shows, on your TV shows, reruns. That's why I give away these DVDs. I'm doing giveaways all the time. I've given away, I can't even tell you how many. Probably over 30 sets of DVDs, seasons. Some people say who watches DVDs. Lots of people. I have thousands of people who come into these giveaways sometimes. Thousands. It's really hard to pick. That's why sometimes I do random picks. So it just picks it for me, which is a lot easier. But yeah, no, a lot of people watch this, and I think the best thing to give away is the main source of information that we have, right? So absolutely. Which TV show do you find the most bloopers? Ooh, that's really interesting. That's a great question. Is it Randy? I think that's what I saw. Oh man, I apologize. Who was that? Yeah, Randy. Yeah, the most bloopers. I would say I Love Lucy has a lot, and that's only because they really didn't stop. Like Munsters had quite a bit of bloopers, and there still is more, but that was more shot movie style, so they would cut and they could remake. But a lot of these shows couldn't redo the scenes because of money, budget, especially if they were shot live. When I said shot live, I don't mean that it was broadcast live. I mean it was shot live. Versus something that was shot like a movie, which is not shot live. It continuously, it's shot in little segments, and then the best ones are chosen, right? So yeah, Mr. Roper, Mr. Furley, no contest there. Don Knotts my favorite, but I do love Norman Fell and Audrey as well. Well, it's not Audrey, it's Yeah, I forgot the spelling of her first name, but she was great as well. Let me see. So yeah, I mean, a lot of these bloopers I work really hard to find, and I'm gonna try to get to as many shows as I like as possible. I hope a lot of people who are hardcore supporters of this channel will know the shows that I cover are shows that I like personally. I don't just cover a show because I'm like, oh, this is something that I'm going to get a lot of clicks for. That's not how my channel works. Maybe that's what other channels do. I have a dedicated liking of the shows that I cover. Sanford and Son, I Love Lucy. I'm looking at them so that I don't forget any. Addams Family, Gilligan's Island, Hogan's Heroes, Three Stooges, Family Matters, Star Trek. Like, there's more. Three's Company over there. Get Smart. These are all shows that I've watched and I've enjoyed thoroughly. And believe it or not, there are shows that people pitch to me that, hey, can you cover these shows? Hey, can you cover these shows? Which I'm sure they're great shows, but I just never got into them. There's some that I don't even like, to be honest. But I mean, we all have different likes and dislikes, right? So that's common. And then there's some shows which honestly I will never cover. And I won't name them, but I just think they're just not my favorite. They're just not my thing. And so I can't get into them. It's like there's no passion there. And I really, really do believe that the passion that I have for these shows is what comes through. 100%. Because when you're passionate for something, it shows. When I was a teacher, my students always told me that I was passionate for the material, and that makes all the difference. C. Swain, thank you for the $10 super chat donation. Do you have any favorite sci-fi movies from the 50s, 60s? Enjoy the day. Oh, I enjoy the day the Earth stood still. So I have to admit, I love sci-fi stuff, but I haven't been. I guess now is the perfect time. I got to start catching up on these sci-fi movies like The Day the Earth Stood Still. Like, I heard some of these are the best films. I really want to get into a lot of like the old creature stuff, like the giant tarantula that terrifies the entire city, the giant wasp, all that. I actually watched The Fly. I'll tell you that, C. Swain, the original Fly. So that qualifies, right, from the 50s and 60s. That was an amazing film. I loved it. It was so creepy. It was my favorite. Like, I watched it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to watch that. Oh, Audra Lindley. Thank you very much, George Alexander. Yeah, sometimes names escape me sometimes. So I appreciate that. C. Swain, you are awesome. Tessa B, when did you get into old shows? I got into old shows when I was 3. The main suspect was I Love Lucy. That's what I watched. All the guest stars was what opened me to the other shows. I got into Marx Brothers. I got into John Wayne. I got into, Superman, Batman. Like, I like Batman based off of Lucy. Like, that's nuts to me. Essentially, because it's like Superman, they learn about Batman. I basically was educated through all this cultural, iconic stuff through Lucy. So, owe it all to her and the show. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Today was the anniversary of the death of Lucille Ball. Wow, that's crazy how stuff just passes, and like every day is something important. It's hard to keep track. I have someone who is a great supporter who messaged me on Instagram. By the way, I'm on Instagram. Don't forget to follow. I have links in the description. It's Rick_9G. I put photos, things up there that I don't put on here. And he sends me like, hey, today's the anniversary. And it's so nice because like I get to learn about all these people and when they were born, when they died, a show that popped up. It's really great. 5 more minutes, guys and gals, and we'll get to the fun trivia. I think you'll really like it. I have some pretty cool questions. You'll get to know how much of a hardcore fan you are. And then you'll maybe surprise and learn some things, so that's always fun. Did you know Butch Patrick bought a haunted house? I didn't know that, Billy. But I do know that he owns, right, a Munsters coach, like a replica, and he goes around, does that. Okay, Joseph Ennis. So you guys have been telling me nonstop to watch Bewitched, and I never got into that show, and I watched the first episode where they're on their honeymoon, and I loved it. So I may be watching more in the near future. So I'll just let you guys and gals know about that. I have to get more into the groove, but yes, the seal is broken. I've watched Bewitched, so yeah. I watch so many shows, but then there are more shows that you can watch sometimes, and so people think that doing this, I watch like every show. So we'll get there. No, never Addams Family or Munsters crossover. Not a proper one. I'm sure there was like something hidden in the background, but from what I know, no, not an official one. Favorite Paul Lynde role? Well, I do love him in I Dream of Jeannie and on the Munsters. He was the doc, so I definitely love that. Yeah, Star Wars and Star Trek, there is a crossover, I believe. I think there is. Or I could be wrong. Maybe there isn't. But in my brain, it says yes. We'll have to revisit that. Let's see. Jeannie as well. Well, that's the thing. I feel like it's like you're one or the other, right? I watch Munsters and Addams Family, but I feel like most people are either Munsters or Addams Family, Bewitched or I Dream of Jeannie. I guess I fell more into I Dream of Jeannie. I feel a more homey vibe. Like I'm part of it. I'm like the third person there with, Larry Hagman and Barbara. And then Bewitched, of course, I just started, so I can't really, change it or anything like that. But yeah, I just have to watch more of it. So which one are you guys and gals? I Dream of Jeannie or Bewitched? Just type in the word, and we'll kind of do a vote, and then we'll see who's more of a Bewitched fan. I Dream of Jeannie. If you had to pick one, what would it be? I'd love to see what people would say. Wow, 105 concurrent viewers. That's awesome. Oh man, I'm showing the Mertz and Kurtz episode right now. I'm watching it up there, season 4. I kind of like it. Gave a little bit of attention. I mean, it's not my favorite. Gave a little bit of attention to Bill Frawley, of course. It's kind of nice when secondary stars get a little bit of info, get a little bit more love like that. So it's pretty cool. All right, so we're starting to see here. Bewitched. Wow, interesting. Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie. You can't really choose between the two. Okay. Wow, more people love Bewitched. No one's advocating for Jeannie yet. Well, Kevin has. Jeannie is being beaten by Bewitched so hard right now. There's a couple more. Christopher, okay, coming in. Van, okay. Everyone else is basically Bewitched. Wow, that surprises me. I never would have guessed that. Give me 1 second here. Oh, this player is so loud, so ancient, but it's my thing. It's what I use. It saves my life so much. I know the clicks are so loud too. Oh, I love this episode, the matchmaker. Oh wait, it's the other matchmaker episode. I don't like that one. Sorry. I really don't. Okay, there we go. Wow, a lot of Bewitched. I am very much impressed, surprised, confuddled, all that good stuff. That is awesome. All right, we are approaching less than 1 minute left, guys and gals, for the trivia. Now, there are a couple rules, okay? The rules are we have to go by the honor system. Hey, Cody, nice to see you. Thanks for dropping by. And hey, is it Lydia? KRZ Lydia. Thanks for coming on. Well, I've only seen the original Dick York, right? Because I've only seen that one episode, so yes. But going back, you have to go by the honor system, and you can't look up answers. You can't look up answers, and everything gets a straight answer. So there's no like, there's no grayness there. There's an answer. And I don't know. Sometimes dates are important, sometimes dates are not. So I have a couple date questions with like years and stuff. But I definitely think that I don't know. It'll be fun. It'll be really, really, really fun. All right, so here we go. All right, we're gonna start with I Love Lucy. Okay. Here we go. Now all you do is you answer the question in the chat. You can only have one answer between each person. We have to go by the honor system, and you keep track of how many you get right or wrong. I have to be honest. All right, I'll believe all of you. What year did Lucy and Desi get married? Now these are the actors. Okay, not. I just want to clarify, not the Ricardos. In what year did Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz get married? If you know the exact date, go ahead and give me the date. But if you know I want the year. So if you know the month and the day, fine. I'll be very impressed because I didn't really know that. I knew the year. Eric A, thank you for the $4.99 super chat donation. You're awesome. You're awesome, Eric. My fondest memory was watching I Love Lucy with your mom in the early 90s and Nick at Night. Yes, I have definitely seen Nick at Night. Favorite episode is The Freezer. Oh, wow. Season 1 episode. That is a great episode. An amazing episode. Awesome. Very, very cool. All right, put your answers there. I'm starting to see answers starting to pop up there. What year did Desi, Arnaz, and Lucille Ball get married? And then I'll do a little countdown. Okay, I'm seeing 1942. See 1960. Wow. Okay. All right. See 1954. Okay, that was after I Love Lucy. So did they get married during I Love Lucy? I don't know. We'll see. Wow, I have someone I have a few years. People got it correct. All right, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. November 30th, 1940. One person got the actual date, Jesus. So I'll give you a big shout out, Jesus. You're awesome. Yes, 1940. How many of you got it right? 1940. They were married 11 years before I Love Lucy premiered. Isn't that crazy? Pretty cool. Chris Ford, thank you for the $5 donation. Super chat. You're awesome, Chris. Great work. In Gilligan's Island, weren't there a few episodes early where they were on an actual beach? Did you know if they were shot in Southern California? Well, yes. The first episode for sure, where they go off on the hut and then they come back, that was in Zuma Beach, Malibu area, here in, the Los Angeles area. And yeah, that's about it. Awesome. So very, very cool. People were a little way off, but that's okay. But now you know. Now you know, and now you can tell people. Okay, let's go to the second one. What year, I just need the year, did I Love Lucy start? Okay? I have the questions written out, so I don't forget them. Okay? What year did I Love Lucy start? What day did it premiere? What year did it premiere? When did it first appear to the world? What year? And I think I gave it away. But I'll just be quiet. I don't know how many people got that. I did. That's funny. All right. What year? Remember, no looking it up. The honor system. What year did I Love Lucy first appear on TV screens? Okay. All right. So I'm going to shout out some of the answers here. I see 1952, 1956, 1959, 1955, back to the feature date. But I do see the main answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1951. If you caught it, I did mention it. They were married in 1940. 11 years later, 1951, the premiere of I Love Lucy. So very cool. If you want to know the actual date, it's October 15th. I didn't even know the October 15th. I'm really bad with dates, but there's a few dates that I remember, obviously. So great job. A lot of you got it. But there's more opportunities. Here we go. All right. Now, this may be a hard one. Where is Desi Arnaz buried? Where is Desi Arnaz buried? Again, there is an answer. There is an answer. Yes. So let's see how many people can get it. So if you want to give me a location, like that's all the hint I can give you. The location. Okay, give me the rough location. All right, give me the rough location of where it is, of where it was buried. Okay. Hope you guys like this. Hope you think this is pretty fun. All right, so I'm starting to see answers coming in. A little more specific than some of the answers. Well, I see Cuba. Okay, that's an interesting answer. Los Angeles. You have to be more specific than the Earth. Okay. Even more specific than some things. Let's see, Nancy, nice to see you. Well, depending on where you'd see it, you know, most people ask me this. I get this all the time. Where is he buried? And this is a term. He's buried at sea. He was actually cremated, and his ashes were scattered in the ocean. So I saw people answered it. They said at sea, in the ocean, scattered in the ocean. That would all work. How many have gotten 3 out of 3 so far? How many have gotten 2 out of 3, 1 out of 3, 0 out of 3? It's okay. There's more opportunities. Don't worry. We're all learning here. All learning here. Of course, in case you don't know, Lucille Ball was buried originally here in Los Angeles, California, but then she was flown over. Her remains were flown over to New York, where she was born, in a little town called Jamestown, where she was born. And yeah, I was in Jamestown last year. I made a whole video on it, highlighting the museum, her childhood home, all that. So make sure to go check that out. I think that's pretty fun. All right, more questions are coming. More questions are coming. Last one, and I Love Lucy, okay? Where was Bill Frawley buried? Where was Bill Frawley? That is Fred Mertz. He played the husband of Ethel Mertz. Where is he buried? Now, it's like the last question. It's not at sea, okay? You can give me a city. You can give me a cemetery if you know. If you're big hardcore fans, you know because you've seen my video on it. So I've seen on it. Junior Mud, don't worry, 0 out of 3. You'll get it. You'll get it. But you know them now, right? And that's the key. That's the key. I appreciate your honesty. 3 out of 3. Great. I see 2 out of 3s. That's nice. So a little more specific than in a cemetery, because I told you cemetery. But if you want to give me the city, that counts, okay? And I'll give you the options for the city. I'll let you know. So we're talking about Bill Frawley, where he was buried, and then we're going to move to another show, okay? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like my Jamestown video. Let's see here. All right. I have seen finally the answer. The answer has shown up. Let's see. Let's see. Next to Jimmy Hoffa. That is the answer. That one made me laugh. That was great. That was great. That was great. Well, thank you, Anthony. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay. Some people are saying Hollywood Forever. That is not the answer, unfortunately. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the answer is San Fernando Mission Cemetery in Los Angeles, California, or Los Angeles County. It's actually Mission, I believe it's called Mission Hills, California. He actually passed away in Hollywood, right in front of his hotel, which he lived in. He lived in, it was more common to live in hotels, like swankier hotels. He was a bachelor. And from there, he's very Catholic, devout Catholic. He had a ceremony at Blessed Sacrament Church in Hollywood. And then from there, he was interred at San Fernando Mission. So, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. 4 out of 4, anyone? 3 out of 4? 2 out of 4? 1 out of 4? 0 out of 4? Negative 4 out of 4? I don't know. That's awesome. If you have a question, you can always pop it in there. Feel free to do so. I'm going to do a little bit more trivia here. Okay, now we're going to move to another show. We're going to move to Hogan's Heroes. All right, a little bit of Hogan's Heroes trivia. Again, if you guys like this trivia, just let me know throughout the course of this. I find it fun. We have not a lot left. We're about halfway in. So, all right. Bob Crane, of course, played the amazing Colonel Robert Hogan. Okay. Who was he married to who was also on the show? Now, you can give me the character name or you can give me the actress's name. Actually, I guess I'll reveal this. This was his second marriage. He was married previously for 20 years, which is really interesting, to Ann Terzian. I didn't know that. That's something I just learned. But yes, his second wife was actually on the show. That was really cool. They met there and they dated and then they married on the set, which is pretty weird but kind of cool. All right, let's see. Let me go back here. Richard M., thank you for coming on. I'm glad you were able to see a live chat. And yeah, I don't really show my face except for live streams, very rarely. So we keep it on the material, right? All right. So it's not illegal. You need to get special permission. Her daughter did that. And so they were able to get permission from the city and all that stuff. So, all right. So I see nothing as an answer. The blonde who was a secretary, so that's correct. But what is, I need the actress's name or the character's name. Major Hofstetter. That is a great answer. That's a funny answer. Von Hindler. Hilder. So, clink. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was Sigrid Valdis. Of course, Hilda. I actually went to visit her and Bob Crane in a video recently. So you should go check that out. See where he's buried. He's actually buried next to a couple of other famous individuals. Pretty cool to see. So if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's a really fun video, actually. I know it may sound weird, but it's actually cooler than you think, because that's where they are now, right? So yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting. All right. Okay, next question. Okay, we're gonna move to the Munsters. We're almost done, 3/4 of the way through. All right, tell me the year that the Munsters first aired on TV. What year did the Munsters first air on TV? I need the exact year. Now, if you get close to it, you can get some satisfaction. You know, if you're a year away, 5 years away, it's not too bad if you never knew, right, and you never found out. But now you'll know, and then now you'll be able to quiz people, and then they'll be like, wow, you know so much, and they'll be like, see, I know all this stuff, and you won't tell them that you got it from the live stream. Okay. All right, so we're talking about the original Munsters. When did that first air on TV? If you give me the month and the date, which again I didn't know, I had to look it up. Yeah, pretty cool. But the date is a pretty cool date. All right, I actually see the correct answer a couple times. I see, let's see, 1963. I see 1965. We're in the correct decade, so we're in the 60s. I see 1969. Well, the 60s, yeah. Correct, you're correct. I need the date, the actual year, 1492. There you go. That's the answer. The answer that I was looking for, 1492. 1492. All right, and the year 1000. Yep, that year 1000 as well. So, the year is 1964. Congratulations. That is awesome. Very, very cool. How many of you got that? How many of you have gotten all of them right so far? That's very impressive. Because if people would have asked me, I don't think I would have gotten all of them. To be honest, I'm going to be honest. I have no reason not to be honest. I'm learning here like you. Yeah, so that's really awesome. Again, yeah, I did I didn't know the month or date, but I looked it up because I know some people may want to know, like, hey, what's the exact date? So it's September 24th, 1964. Okay. All right. Now, because they're sister shows, when I call them out, they're big competition there. Addams Family. Tell me the year Addams Family first appeared on television. What year? What year did Addams Family first appear on television? All right. 1-0. 1-0, Dave. 1 million BC. I'm liking it, John. Yeah, John, you're quick with these answers. You're quick with these correct answers. All right. So, Addams Family. If you give me the exact date, that's pretty cool. That's pretty. You're a super fan. You're a super fan if you know the month, the date, and the year. But if you give me the year, I'm impressed. That's pretty good. All right. Let's see a couple years starting to come in. 60. Let's see. 65. All right. Let's see here. 66. 65s. I see 62. 64. I see. Same year as the Munsters, I see. All right, what's the answer? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1964, you're correct. Yeah, a couple of people said it before. But if you need to know the exact date, I didn't see the exact date, and I'll let you guys know so now you can know. September 18th, 1964. So September 18th was Addams Family, Munsters, September 24th. So basically a week before, right? Which is nuts. So anyone who tells you that, like, oh, Addams Family was copied by the Munsters? No, it's not possible because they literally aired a week apart, and you don't make a show in a week. You literally have to prepare so much. You have to get the actors, you have to do makeup, you have to do blocking, you have to do camera setup, you have to build the set. So no, they did not copy each other, just to let you know. You're in the correct century. Absolutely backstage. Okay. Couple more on Gilligan's Island, and we're done, guys and gals. For the trivia, we may do a little bit more questions, just in general, a little more chat, and then we're done for the day. So, Gilligan's Island. How many episodes of Gilligan's Island were there? How many episodes? Now, there is one answer. There's a debate on whether there's the pilot episode or not. Let's just do, if you get with the pilot, so if there's one off in the positive, you'll get it right. If it's like you're 3-4 episodes off, then it's not right, but you're close, obviously. So let's try to get it. How many episodes of Gilligan's Island were there? And I won't tell you how many seasons. People should know, I guess, because that may spoil it a little bit. Okay. Wow, Jared, 6 out of 6 for you. Awesome. That is awesome. All right. Let's see. All right, so Gilligan's Island, how many episodes of Gilligan's Island were there? I see 2 very close answers. They're within, wow, one answer is within, I don't know, like 4. Okay, I see 178. I see 25. I see 179. That's actually how many I Love Lucy episodes there were. Half-an-hour episodes, so that's kind of cool. 2,500. Wow. That is awesome. That is great. Let's see. 117. 72. I see 98. Very cool. Too many. Interesting answer. 36. There's never enough Gilligan's Island. 3 seasons. Yep. How many episodes, though? Let's see, 36. Still more than 36. All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love the Lamborghini Huracan. The answer is 98 episodes of Gilligan's Island. So the reason why I didn't want to say the seasons and give it too much away was because there was 3 seasons. Usually there's roughly between somewhere in the 30s, most episodes from that era. I Love Lucy had usually between mid-20s to 30 episodes each season, and so that would have given away about 90 to 95 episodes. So yeah, very, very cool. 98 episodes of Gilligan's Island. I wish there was more, but that's what we got, and I'm pretty content with them. All right, the last question, and we'll move on. Let me know. Hungry, how are you from Napa Valley? I'm doing great. And hello, Michelle in Florida. Very, very cool. Not enough, exactly. All right, last one. Who was Bob Denver married to? What's the name of his wife? Now, I know, I mean, if you're a hardcore fan, you'll know. If not, that's okay, but I'll let you know. And the reason that she's still alive, she still advocates, talks about her husband, says great things about him, and she has great stories, and she's really cool. She's fairly young because I think she was a lot younger than him. But yeah, Bob Denver, I mean, that was his show, right? That was his show. I can tell you Jim Backus was married to Henny Backus. She was actually, of course, the love of his life, and she appeared in the first episode of season 2 as one of the natives, which is really cool in case you didn't know that. So yeah, I don't know, guys. That's a hard one. You can take a guess. Mrs. Denver. Her last name was Denver. It's a hard one. If I don't see any answers, then I'll just let you know. Oh, and I'm starting to see answers coming in. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, and I did know this one because she's great. Dreama with an A. So Dreama with an A, Denver. She's great. Again, still advocating for her husband, her late husband, which passed away in the 2000s. So very, very cool. If you enjoyed this, let me know. Were they too hard? Were they too easy? I don't know. I just try to make them a little fun. I didn't want to make them too obvious because I know you guys are huge fans, and stuff. And so, yeah, I hope you guys and gals like that. What are you expecting to see more of on the channel that I've covered already? I haven't done Gilligan in a while, so I'm definitely going to do a Gilligan's Island. I said that one would be coming quick. I'm definitely working on a couple other shows that I have worked on, but there's one other one that I may want to bring in that's new, but I want to do a little bit more. Like, I definitely want to do more I Dream of Jeannie, definitely very soon. Also, if you guys are fans or supporters on Patreon, that really means a lot. You get to see thumbnails of videos before I post the videos, which is really cool, so you know what the video is about and everything before anyone else does, right? But I'm really deciding to do something different and put on Patreon for, again, those are exclusive members, certain videos where I do behind the scenes, where I literally tell you my thought process in getting into the video. So if you watch like a 5-minute video on YouTube, I can discuss like how I made it, why I made it, the reasoning for that, what I'm working on next, and just, again, for those exclusive Patreon members. So, I don't know. It's pretty cool. Yeah, maybe stuff on Get Smart. I have done, to be honest, Get Smart is not the show I know tons about, but I have been learning more about it. And I'm really happy when I do cover it because it's really fun. It's really, really fun. And so, definitely, I will definitely post more on that as well. Questions are fun, and we all remember, except when we get quizzed. I'm the same way. Like, when people ask me questions, I'm like, I don't go for the trivia thing because I feel like a lot of this knowledge I know, but then, when you're quizzed up, especially on dates, so no, it's fun. All fun and games, right? But yeah, sometimes it gets difficult with, like, dates, or it gets difficult with, like, well, how do you know what we can watch? But now I hope you remembered all that so that you can, bring it on someone else. And then you can spread the word about the shows. I think that's the whole point. The whole point is being able to spread the information of these shows, keep them alive. I mean, I've been contacted, which I won't give their names, by offspring, children of these big and great actors who've told me, like, thank you and stuff. And some of them don't want to come out and talk. And I do respect that. They're like, well, their work speaks for themselves kind of thing. I get a lot of that answer, which is great. But in the future, maybe we'll get more. But the idea is to keep the shows alive. So that's just me. More Three's Company definitely coming along. Well, I really have one in mind that I'm going to talk about. I don't want to give too much away, but I'm definitely a Frawley fan, and I do love, of course, the Ropers, and I think there's something very interesting tying them both together, which I'm going to talk about. So, yeah. Hey, Brian, thank you for coming on the live stream. You didn't miss much. Well, we did trivia. For the first time, we did a little bit of trivia. We're almost saying the live stream. I've been on here for about 53 minutes. And so, yeah, you can always, remember, you can finish the rest of the live stream, which is what I always recommend. Just finish the rest. And then, when this uploads later, you can start in the beginning and catch up to where you left off. So that's pretty cool about that as well. Richard M., you appreciate my videos. Thank you for that, and I appreciate your support. It means a lot to me. Definitely means a lot to me. Yeah, so Paper Rocks, this is funny. Did you ever realize that Grandpa Munster jokes that he created Herman for his daughter? Yeah, definitely. He was the one who put them together, according to the story. So that's pretty cool. It wasn't, of course, Dr. Frankenstein, which was what it should have been. But, you know, it works out. It definitely works out. I was really surprised by the support on Sanford and Son because I don't know. Some shows you just don't think, like, I'm like, how many people still watch Sanford and Son? I don't know. I don't watch much cable, so I don't know how many, like, show up, how many are still playing, and all that stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, Miss Backstager, you're still going through Get Smart. Yeah, see. So, definitely. I'm still watching more about it. Definitely. Oh, Joyce DeWitt is awesome. I think she was a perfect straight man. That's the term. For Three's Company. She was great because she was the glue that held together. She was the Larry Fine that held together, you know, of course, John Ritter and Chrissy, you know, Suzanne Summers. So, definitely. You know the answers after the fact. Well, at least you know the answers, and that's what's good. Because some people don't know these things, and again, I think we really need to be advocates for these shows. Tell our friends, tell our family about them. Keep them living on, whether we have grandparents, kids ourselves, or grandkids. Wait, I said that, grandkids. Or we are the kids ourselves. It doesn't matter. Or our friends. We got to keep this stuff going because there's a lot of joy that these shows can bring. So that's really important. All right. Oh, Jared, so you like the blooper in Sanford and Son that I told you guys about at the beginning of the episode. That's something you hadn't noticed. It was really cool. It was really funny because some people were saying, oh, I think it's like Rollo, or I think it's like, you know, another character. And I'm like, that's clearly a white guy with like a fedora. You have like a mustache and sunglasses. That's definitely what I saw. I played it several times. And I actually play it in the video. Some people didn't notice that, but I slowed it down a lot. And I just highlighted it, and you can see the actor kind of, it's like you see half of him, and then he kind of turns like this. It's pretty funny. Did they make an Alf movie? I think they did. I'm not sure, though. I'm saying I think. Whoa, you're watching Vaughn Musclau? It's 7:10 Monday morning in Vietnam. You're watching from Vietnam. You are by far the farthest we've seen on this live chat. So thank you so much, Vaughn. You're awesome for tuning in so, I was gonna say so late, but so early, because it's early for you on a Monday. That is nuts. There's still light out here. It's 5 p.m. That is nuts. Well, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate, you know, the work that I do. It's very enjoyable. It's beautiful to love what you do, but I'm so glad it's appreciated and loved, and it means a lot. That's very, very cool. All right, guys and gals, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for watching. You make my day by just supporting what I do and giving me an opportunity to do what I love, because this is a dream job. It really is. And the fact that I can do this and support what I do, and you can help support what I do, like, it all just comes full circle. So I do appreciate it. Very, very cool that you guys are on here. Stay safe as always. Don't forget to always stay positive. It's so important, even through things like this. We will make it. We will be better. And most importantly, be hopeful.